Hello, my name's Skylar. I'm the creator of Pureblood, a post-apocalyptic survival role-playing game, and this is the prototype character sheet that we have. And I'm gonna use this character sheet to break down the game in its most basic form. So we'll start with the name. Obviously, give your character a name, class. In this game, there's classes, but each class has a class training, we call them, which are essentially subclasses that you choose from. So no class ever really will play the same. You always have different options within that class. They'll play slightly different, and each class will give a signature skill, which we'll go over here down here. The ability, this will be changed in the final character sheet to something different. It'll be called special ability or like class training ability. So yeah, like I said, each class has a class training, and each class training has a specific special ability. So each class has a signature skill, and within those classes, there's 3 subclasses that grant a special ability. We'll just go down right here to Thirst and Hunger. So like I said, it's a survival role-playing game, so you're going to want to, these things are elements to survival. I mean, within the game. So you get like a little hunger meter you can check off, like, so it's day by day. So if you like each day you go without water, you check it off. If you go 3 days or more without either of these things, then bad things begin to happen. And there's more information in the book about that. So we have adrenaline here. Adrenaline's if you think of Call of Cthulhu and how you push your luck in that game, that's kind of what adrenaline is in this game. So you get like a amount of adrenaline points, which is your con. Your starting con is your adrenaline points, and you spend those to do things like re-roll, or even if you want to react to something, you could spend an adrenaline point. Here we'll go into characteristics. So you get your classic characteristics here: strength, dexterity, constitution, charisma, intelligence, and wisdom. In some games it's knowledge, but in this game it's wisdom. And underneath each characteristic is 3 skills that will modify that characteristic. So the game's it's a D12 system, so the entire game is built around the D12 dice. That's all you'll ever need to use. And it's a very, very, very simple system to where you have so you'll have your strength number right here and your skill, and you add your skill to we'll use strength as an example here. So let's say your strength's 4 and your hand-to-hand's 2. You just simply add 2 to that 4. So that's 6. And you just want to roll at 6 or under to succeed. And there's things like critical successes and critical failures and things like that. But that's for a future video. Let's see. We'll go over how exactly the starting game works, to where like how you distribute, like, so how do you distribute points, like to care, like how do you get your starting attributes? So your class doesn't actually do anything with that exactly, other than giving one signature thing here. So you get the freedom to build your character however you want. You don't have to be within the confines of your class. The class just kind of gives you like an upstart into that particular skill you're interested in. So at the start, you get 14 points to put into characteristics, and you distribute it between the 6 characteristics. You cannot exceed 6 a characteristic cannot exceed 6 points at a given time. Skills at the beginning cannot exceed 2, but later on in the game they're maxed out at 4. And for how damage is taken, we got critical elements here. We don't have a health bar. So in the game, if you get hit by attack or an attack by an enemy, then it's you get you little, there'll be like a little in the final character sheet, there'll be a minor element, little like similar to how the hunger has like these little check boxes. The critical element will have little minor element will have a little check boxes. And every time you get hit by an attack, you'll check it off. Once you get so you check off the first one, you'll check off the second one. If both those are checked off, that next hit you take is going to be a critical element. And critical elements are like significant damage to your character. They could be physically alternating to where maybe your character loses a limb, or maybe sustain some serious damage, like brain injury wise, or something along that lines, to where it'll stick with your character. Your character will get scarred. These things could be healed. Not so if you lose an arm and that critical element is healed, you're not gonna regrow the arm or anything. The arm's always gonna be gone. It's just gonna be sustained to where you can survive. If you get critical hits or critical misses, that's another video. Critical hits right now are instantaneous critical elements for characters, and if you get a critical hit on a enemy, then it's an instant critical element for them. Right now we have it to where player characters, they can receive 3 total critical elements before they die. Humanoid enemy characters, it's 2. So inventory, we'll just go over this real quick. So there's 10 slots here. At the start of the game, you can only have 5. You need a backpack to get 10. And there's characteristics can influence how certain things work. So if you have like 5 in strength, then you can carry 1 extra main weapon, for example. And that's kind of how like these will influence your character. So what I'm thinking right now, it hasn't been implemented yet, but each characteristic, if we can work it out, will influence your character. If it's maxed, like say it's a 5 or a 6, you have 5 or 6 points to do one of these characteristics. It'll influence your character in a positive way. We'll go over. Let's see. I think I'm missing something. I think I failed to mention we'll do the setting real quick. So the setting is takes place in a world far, far, far into the future, where the past is kind of forgotten. The world's been altered significantly. Hell has invaded Earth. Humans have to survive against like onslaughts of demons and stuff. There's, I'll break that down in a future video. I'm trying to think. I'm trying not to clutter this video with too much information to where it's overbearing. I'm trying to break it out over time. I think that's we'll keep it at that for now. We'll go over more next time. We'll talk about the setting in the next video, and we'll keep this video as the basics of the system and the game itself, and the workings of the system. Well, the prototype that we have right now that we're working with. Things can change. A lot of the stuff I think we're pretty set on. But as we every time we play test, things change, and we learn new things. I learn new things to change. And like I said, this is the prototype character sheet that we've been working off of. We don't use this. We use an Excel sheet with the same information on it, but it's kind of like the graphic what will be like kind of like the idea working to what will be included in the final book. The game's called Pureblood. Pureblood is what the humans are called in this world. They're pure blood. There's half bloods and demon bloods. Half bloods are they're essentially like they're both human and demon at the same time. They kind of have like their human characteristics. They're drawn to like the human like side of themselves, but they're also drawn to the demon side of themselves. And I'm trying to think how to explain this. No, future video. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting my head of self. We'll talk about that more in a different video. And I think we'll end it at that. Hey, if you like what you heard so far, keep an eye out, follow us, whatever. I thank you for watching. I hope you guys like the idea of this game. We're having a good time making it. We've been working on it for I started work on this game about probably like a year and a half ago, and like half a year ago we actually started getting the idea like rolling. We put actually play testing and stuff like that. So I hope you like the idea of it. If you guys have any ideas yourself, please let us know. I'm always looking out for things to improve on, stuff like that. But yeah, thanks for watching.